Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Lord to Underdog Reviews, and I watched Terror is a Man with a tagline for people with nerves of iron only. Ooh. The synopsis is just 2 lines, so I can't tell you what it is about. But that wouldn't be as much fun, isn't it? No. That's not as much fun. This movie is from 1959, so it's a bit of an older movie, and I don't mind that because this movie is part of a franchise, and the other ones we're gonna watch tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and next Monday. Because this Wednesday we're gonna watch You've Got Mail, finally. And I'm also thinking that I'm gonna screw back a bit with the movies and just do 2 movies on my free days. So that's Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe on Sunday, I don't know for sure, because I'm going sporting on Sunday. So then I have even less time. So I don't know, and otherwise only on Wednesday and Saturday. The other days you get just 1 movie and an episode of, for the next coming 9 days, Fiona and Cake, and after that the Twilight Zone. After the Twilight Zone we're going to Tales of the Crypt, back to the Twilight Zone, Goosebumps, and the final Twilight Zone. Because there are obviously still 3 Twilight Zones that we still have to hit. We did the first one already, it's on the channel with Rod Serling. That one was really good, so I'm very curious how good the other Twilight Zone versions are. But you're not here for that, you're here for Terror is a Man. So let's just start with the movie, shall we? We have a POV of a rowing boat. We're on a rowing boat and we see an island, in a POV, and obviously we're a bit on the sea, so the waves are a bit, going a bit up and down, but we see kind of a very small island, and from the island's perspective, we see the rowing boat, not far away, but a bit closer, and sometimes the boat wobbles a bit, and then suddenly an arm falls, hanging out of the boat, arm overboard. It's now dark and we see 2 people, both with a torch, walking on some very rocky beach, side of the island, and towards the boat, because the boat has been stranded now on the island. So they're walking towards there, and then they felt if the person had at a heartbeat. But we're gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know if the person had a heartbeat or the person was dead, and what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. Oh yeah, there was also one thing that I also want to talk about, and that happened at the beginning of the movie. So I will start the movie again. Okay, and let's now. Oh yeah, here, the warning. It says, Warning, the picture you are about to see has a scene so shocking that it is necessary to forewarn you. We suggest that the squeamish and faint-hearted close their eyes at the sound of a bell and reopen them when the bell rings again. The management. So I've obviously just seen the movie. I forgot about that bell, when I was watching the movie, and then suddenly the bell rang, I thought, what? Oh yeah, the bell, and then it happened. The scream, the part why you had to close your eyes. But remember, this is 1959, so 1959. So I think. Well, yes, Alfred Hitchcock's movie was the one with the murder. The first murder, I think. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho from 1960 was, I think, the first one with a murder in the movie. Where you could see the murder basically happen. Well, we didn't see it really, but insinuate that she's been killed. But the squeamish part was an incision. That's it. We saw him cutting something. That's it. That's it. And it happened maybe for 1 to maybe 2 or 3 seconds. That's it. We heard the bell. It happened. Bell rang again. And I thought, wait, that's it? That's the part? But, so have in mind, 1959, it's way different than that's not right now, Right now, we see, we have Saw, we have the Human Centipede, we have a Siberian film, we have fucked up shit, showing on television. Gerald's Game. Ugh! If you know, you know. Ugh! That by that part I had to look away, usually I don't look away, but that part was I had to look away. But in comparison with this is like scraping your knee. Oh no, maybe not even that, it's just maybe being stung by a mosquito, in comparison with what we have now. In comparison with those movies that I just named, this is nothing. This is maybe a spicy fart, Ow, that. In comparison with what we have now, that's really nothing, So it's not that far. Oh, yeah, maybe if you really can't handle that, sure. But otherwise, there's no blood. You don't see blood or anything like that. It's like almost cutting just a piece of steak, just one. That's it. It's really nothing, Overall, this movie was an enjoyable movie. Yes. I want to know what's gonna happen next. In tomorrow's movie, which is called The Brides of Blood Island, or Blood Brides, something like that. It goes by different names, but the Brides of Blood Island. Ooh. So I'm very curious what's gonna happen tomorrow. I will give this episode. I'll give this movie maybe a high 3, low 4, or maybe a 3 out of 5. It was a decent movie, but it was an enjoyable movie. But I'll give it a high 3, low 4. You know, the movie was alright, but it was still a fun movie. So go watch it yourself, leave likes, recommend a good 50s horror movie down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and I'll see you guys later for Fiona and Cake episode 2, because, you know, I didn't drop that one yesterday. And if you want, I kind of can give you what's it bit about. It's about Ice King. When he is not longer Ice King. It's future Ice King. So, you know, go watch it. Go watch it later. And I also, for the second movie, will be the Smiley Face Killers. Ooh, sounds curious. And see you guys for then.